You've probably heard that old saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, and it makes sense. Fruits are vibrant, juicy gifts from nature packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that can supercharge your health. But what if I shared a little secret that's not often talked about? Some of these seemingly innocent fruits could be quietly sneaking up on you, raising your risk of a stroke, especially as you hit your 50s, 60s, or beyond. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not here to scare you away from the produce aisle or make you swear off your favorite snacks. Fruits are still heroes in the story of good health, but like anything in life, it's all about the details: how much you eat, how you prepare them, and how they interact with your body's unique chemistry. As we age, our metabolism slows, our blood vessels become a bit more fragile, and conditions like high blood pressure or diabetes can turn a simple fruit into something that demands a closer look. In this deep dive, we're going to explore 10 surprising fruits that might be increasing your stroke risk without you even realizing it. We'll back it up with solid science, real-world insights from experts, and practical tips you can use right away to enjoy fruits smarter and safer. By the time we're done, you'll feel empowered, not overwhelmed, ready to make choices that protect your heart, your brain, and your vitality. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's uncover the truth together. Because knowledge is the best medicine. Let's kick things off by addressing the elephant in the room. How on earth can something as natural and wholesome as fruit possibly contribute to stroke risk? It's a fair question, and the answer lies in the science of how our bodies handle what we eat. Strokes happen when blood flow to the brain is interrupted, often by a clot or a burst vessel, and factors like high blood sugar, inflammation, electrolyte imbalances, and interactions with medications play huge roles. Fruits are loaded with natural sugars like fructose, which can spike your blood glucose levels if not balanced properly. They also contain compounds like potassium and vitamin K that are great in moderation but tricky in excess, especially if you're on blood thinners, blood pressure meds, or dealing with kidney issues. Think about it this way: in your younger years, your body might process a bowl of sweet grapes like a champ. But as you age, that same snack could stiffen your arteries or throw off your heart rhythm. Experts from top institutions, like those at Harvard School of Public Health, emphasize that while fruits are essential for overall nutrition, the type, portion, and preparation matter immensely for older adults. The American Heart Association backs this up with alarming stats: over 795,000 strokes strike Americans each year, and a whopping 3/4 of them hit people over 65. Many are linked to diet, and the good news is, with smarter choices we can prevent a lot of them. It's not about elimination, it's about elevation, making fruits work for you, not against you. So, with that foundation, let's dive into our list, starting with a crowd favorite that might be hiding a sneaky side. First up, grapes. These little bursts of sweetness seem so harmless, perfect for popping as a snack or tossing into a salad. But here's the catch, especially for those vibrant red and green varieties we love. Grapes are packed with fructose, a natural sugar that can cause quick spikes in your blood sugar, even if their overall glycemic index looks low on paper. Why does this matter for stroke risk? Well, research from a 2012 study in the journal Atherosclerosis showed that diets high in fructose can lead to stiffer arteries over time. Stiff arteries mean more pressure on your blood vessels, which can damage their delicate linings and make clots more likely to form, the kind that block blood flow to your brain. And if you're over 50 and taking medications like warfarin for blood thinning or pills for high blood pressure, grapes add another layer of complexity. They're rich in vitamin K, which can interfere with those meds, making your blood clotting unpredictable and potentially dangerous. Imagine enjoying a handful only to unknowingly tip the scales toward instability. But don't toss out your grapes just yet. The key is moderation and pairing. Instead of munching on a whole cluster, say 20 or more, limit yourself to 5 or 6. Combine them with a protein like a few almonds or a slice of cheese to slow down that sugar rush and keep your blood levels steady. This simple tweak turns a potential risk into a balanced treat, letting you savor the flavor while safeguarding your health. Moving on to number 2, bananas. The ultimate grab-and-go fruit, beloved for its creamy texture and that natural energy boost from potassium. Potassium is indeed a star for heart health. It helps regulate blood pressure and supports muscle function, including your heartbeat. But for seniors, especially those on certain medications, bananas can be a double-edged sword. If you're taking ACE inhibitors for blood pressure, diuretics that flush out fluids, or potassium-sparing drugs, piling on too much potassium from bananas could lead to an overload. This excess might cause irregular heart rhythms, known as arrhythmias, or even more serious cardiac events. A clinical expert from Stanford Medicine has pointed out that in vulnerable folks, this imbalance isn't just theoretical, it can happen quietly until it's too late. One medium banana packs about 422 milligrams of potassium, which sounds helpful, but add it to other sources in your diet or meds, and you might be stressing your heart without realizing it. Picture this: you're starting your day with a banana smoothie, feeling virtuous, but that could be the spark for blood pressure fluctuations that wear down your arteries over time. The solution: enjoy half a banana instead of a whole one, and chat with your doctor about monitoring your potassium levels through a simple blood test. Skip combining it with other potassium powerhouses like oranges or avocados in the same meal to avoid overload. This way, you keep the benefits, like that mood-lifting serotonin, without the hidden hazards. Now let's turn tropical with number 3, mangoes. These golden gems are a delight, bursting with vitamins A and C that support your immune system and skin health. But peel back the appeal, and you'll find one medium mango hiding over 45 grams of sugar, more than what's in a typical can of soda. For anyone managing pre-diabetes, insulin resistance, or full-blown type 2 diabetes, this sugar surge can thicken your blood and ramp up inflammation, both of which are red flags for strokes. A 2015 study in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology revealed how elevated blood sugar promotes clot formation, directly feeding into ischemic strokes, the most common type caused by blockages. Mangoes often show up in smoothies, dried forms, or juices, where the sugar gets even more concentrated, amplifying the impact. It's like revving an engine too hard. Your blood vessels take the hit. To make mangoes your ally, blend them with fiber-rich veggies like spinach or cucumber in a salad or small portion. This buffers the sugar absorption, turning a potential spike into a gentle wave. Aim for a quarter of a mango at a time, and you'll harness its antioxidants without the downside. Shifting gears to number 4, dried fruits. Raisins, dates, apricots. These portable powerhouses seem like the perfect healthy nibble, right? They're just fruit minus the water, concentrated goodness. But that's exactly the problem. Dehydration amps up the sugar content while stripping away much of the fiber and water that naturally slow digestion. A single cup of raisins can deliver over 100 grams of sugar. That's like 25 teaspoons sneaking into your system. Easy to overeat because they're so small and tasty. These can cause dramatic blood sugar swings that accelerate what neurologists call vascular aging, where your arteries harden prematurely, inviting strokes. Many dried fruits come treated with sulfur dioxide for preservation, which might trigger blood pressure spikes or reactions in sensitive individuals. And let's not forget the added sugars in many store-bought versions. To navigate this, treat dried fruits like a condiment, 1 or 2 tablespoons max, paired with a protein source like yogurt or nuts. Opt for unsweetened varieties and rehydrate them in water before eating to mimic fresh fruit's effects. This keeps the nutrients in play without overwhelming your body. Halfway through our list, and we're hitting number 5, pineapple. This spiky sweetheart is famed for its tangy sweetness and bromelain, an enzyme that aids digestion and fights inflammation. In moderation, it's fantastic, but its high acidity and sugar content can spell trouble if overdone, particularly on an empty stomach or in big servings. For seniors with acid reflux ulcers or on blood pressure meds, pineapple might inflame your digestive tract and by extension your arteries. A 2016 meta-analysis in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition linked fructose-heavy, inflammatory foods to impaired endothelial function, the health of your blood vessel linings, which directly ups stroke odds. Pairing pineapple with high-sodium foods like ham creates a volatile mix of sugar, acid, and salt that stresses your vascular system. Keep it safe by sticking to half a cup, always with fiber or protein like cottage cheese or greens. This tempers the acidity and sugar, letting you enjoy the tropical vibe responsibly. Number 6, canned fruits in syrup. These convenient staples, peaches, pears, pineapples, lurk in pantries everywhere, promising quick nutrition. But if they're swimming in heavy or even light syrup, they're absorbing added sugars and preservatives that can sabotage your heart health. Renowned researchers warn that this hidden fructose gets processed in the liver, fostering insulin resistance, a gateway to diabetes and strokes from clogged vessels. Insulin resistance doesn't just affect blood sugar, it erodes vessel walls over years. A single serving can pack extra calories and chemicals that accumulate. Choose cans labeled water, or 100% juice. Rinse thoroughly and limit to occasional use. Fresh or frozen alternatives offer the same ease without the syrup trap. Surprise number 7, watermelon. This summery refresher is 90% water loaded with lycopene for anti-inflammatory benefits. Hydration hero, absolutely. But for those with kidney concerns or on meds, its potassium and sugar can imbalance electrolytes or spike insulin in large amounts. A 2020 Nutrients Journal study noted how big portions of high-water fruits can disproportionately affect insulin-resistant folks, leading to blood sugar and pressure swings, stroke precursors. One hefty slice might deliver 500 mAs of potassium. Enjoy a small cup with mint and almonds to balance it out. 8th on the list, orange juice. Whole oranges are stellar with their fiber and vitamin C. But juice, it strips the fiber, concentrating 21 grams of sugar per 8-ounce glass. A 2019 circulation study of over 13,000 adults linked frequent sugary drinks, including pure juices, to higher cardiovascular mortality. For older adults, this can spike blood pressure, straining brain arteries. Dilute with water, cap at 4 ounces, or eat the whole fruit with the pith for protective flavonoids. Number 9. Fruit smoothies. These blended wonders often mix high-sugar fruits like bananas, mangoes, and pineapples into a 60-gram sugar bomb. Without fiber, they hit hard, spiking insulin and pressure. Cardiologists call them metabolic bombs. DOI with half veggies, half fruit, plus chia seeds for balance. Finally, number 10. Acai bowls. Acai berries are antioxidant-rich and low sugar, but toppings like granola, honey, and fruits push sugar to 50-70 grams. Experts remind us portion matters. The dose makes the poison. Use unsweetened puree, top sparingly with nuts and 1 fruit. There you have it. The 10 fruits that could be quietly elevating your stroke risk. But remember, this isn't about fear, it's about freedom through knowledge. Fruits remain vital, just approach them with awareness. Moderate portions, pair wisely with proteins and fibers, avoid concentrates and tune into your body. Consult your doctor for personalized advice. Check blood pressure, sugar levels, and meds. As you embrace these changes, you're not just eating, you're nourishing a longer, vibrant life. If this resonated, like, share, and subscribe for more insights. Which fruit surprised you most? Comment below. We're in this together. Stay well, stay informed. So word count 2421.